Today we're going to work on lesson 11.3. Before we begin, let's review. Types of angles. An angle is formed when two rays share a vertex, or the middle point right here. Angles are measured using degrees. There are 4 types of angles. The first angle is an acute angle. An acute angle is any angle with a measure of 0 to 89 degrees. I like to think of a cute little angle or a cute little baby, something that is small angles. The next is a right angle. A right angle is any angle with the exact measure of 90 degrees. I like to think of a corner or the stair steps or anything that has a perfect square. The next is an obtuse angle. An obtuse angle is any angle with a measure of 91 degrees to 179 degrees. Think of the antlers on a moose. They're big antlers or big angles. And the last is a straight angle. A straight angle is exactly what it says. It is any angle with an exact measure of 180 degrees. Think of a straight line, just going straight across. So now let's take a look at today's lesson. We are going to measure and draw angles. So how do we do that? A protractor is a tool for measuring the size of an angle. And you'll see a protractor right here, and you guys should have had your own protractors with you. Follow the steps below to measure angle ABC. And you'll see this small little angle is the symbol for angle. So angle ABC. Let's take a look. A, B, C. Step 1. Place the center point of the protractor on vertex B of the angle. So here's our center point, and you'll see it's usually a circle or there's usually a dot to identify the midpoint. And we're going to place that right on our vertex B. Step 2. Align the 0-degree mark on the protractor with ray BC. Here's BC. I've highlighted it in orange for you. For this angle, use the outer scale. Now, if you notice on the outer scale, it begins here with the smaller degrees. Since we have an acute angle, we're going to use the smaller degrees. Remember, an acute angle is a smaller angle, less than 90 degrees. Step 3. Find where ray BA intersects the same scale. So I'm going to take my look here, B and A. Using the numbers on top or the degrees on top, I'm going to look at where it intersects or meets. Step 4, read the angle measure on the scale. I know it's a little hard to see on here, but the number is 30. So the measure M of angle ABC is 30 degrees. Let's try some ourselves. Directions. Use a protractor to find the measure angle. To find the angle measure. Sorry. Number 1. The measure of angle FGH. So we're looking to find the measure of FGH. We need to find out how much does this angle measure. So let's take a look. As you see, I have my protractor right up here. And I've taken step 1 and I've lined up my vertex with point G. Next, I've taken point G and I've lined up ray GH with my 0-degree mark. Right here. You'll notice that the lines on the bottom, my ray is exactly on that line for 0 degrees. Next, I'm taking my ray GF and going to see where it intersects on my protractor. Now, since this is a larger angle, or an obtuse angle, as you can see it opens up wide, I'm going to use the numbers on the bottom scale, the larger numbers. So I see it intersects between 50 or 130 degrees. Using my knowledge of angles, I know I'm using the larger numbers for an obtuse angle. Since this is an obtuse angle, then I'm going to choose 130. So the measure of angle FGH is 130 degrees. Let's try another problem. Find the measure of angle KMN. Step 1, I've lined up my vertex right in the middle of my protractor. Then I've taken my vertex and I've also lined up my ray for M and N on my 0 degree mark. Next, I'm going to look where ray MK intersects on my protractor. Again, using my knowledge of angles, I know that this is an acute angle, or a smaller angle measuring less than 90 degrees. So I'm going to use my numbers on the inside, or the smaller numbers. And I notice that my ray MK is between 50 and 40. And it falls right about 135 degrees or 45 degrees. Since I know it's an acute angle, I'm going to choose 45 or 45 degrees, making the measure of angle KMN 45 degrees. Let's continue. Number 3 is a little bit different. It says, using a protractor, draw the angle. Number 3, 110 degrees. Now for this, it's a little bit different. So let's take a look at the steps. Step 1, you're going to draw a ray. Now remember, a ray has an endpoint and an arrow. Step 2, using your protractor, place the center point on the vertex. Here it is. And remember, it lines up with 0 degrees. Step 3, using your knowledge of angles, think about what kind of angle this would be based on the given degrees. Since we know 110 degrees is an obtuse angle, I'm going to use the inside numbers. I know I want my angle to open up large. Step 4, using my pencil, I'm going to make a dash above the 110 degree spot. So right up here, as you see, my pencil is all ready. And step 5, using the dash I created, I'm going to remove my protractor and connect the dash to my vertex. I will then label my angle, angle ABC. Here you go, angle ABC. And it's 110 degrees. Let's try number 4, 55 degrees. I'm going to follow the same steps. So step 1, draw a ray. Here's my ray. Step 2, using your protractor, place the center point on the vertex. Here's my center point on the vertex, and my ray is lined up with 0 degrees. Step 3, using your knowledge of angles, think about what kind of angle this would be based on the given degrees. Since I know 55 degrees is an acute angle, I'm going to use the inside numbers. Over here, the smaller numbers. Step 4, using my pencil, I'm going to make a dash above the 55 degree spot. Right here, in between 60 and 50. Using the dash I created, I'm going to remove my protractor and connect the dash to my vertex. I'll then label an angle, angle ABC. ABC. And I know this angle is 55 degrees.